Hi. All right. Hi. You said your name's Abu?
Yeah.
And you go here to Wayne State, you said?
Yeah.
Mind if I ask you what you're studying?
Marketing and global supply chains.
Global supply chains?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Like I said, I'll give you, I'm just going to go over some questions with you, kind of challenge your beliefs on like science, religion, what our reality is and whatnot. And I'll give you $10 for the interview, and we'll probably disagree on the subject, but I'll give you $100 you can prove me wrong. Fair enough, then?
Okay.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how open-minded would you say you are?
Like a 6.
Like a 6? All right, fair enough. Do you think you should look at both sides of an argument before you make a decision?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Do you trust your senses?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly like crossing the street and stuff like that or whatnot?
Of course.
All right. Do you trust the government?
Not always.
Not always? Okay. Do you think the majority is always right?
Maybe. Yeah.
For the most part, usually?
Yeah.
Always right? All right. How do you think everything came to be? Like, do you believe in like creationism, Big Bang, or do you don't have a belief on it?
I believe in God.
God, so creationism?
Yeah.
You mind, yeah, so what religion you are and whatnot? Or?
Islam.
Islam? All right, cool. What would be your definition of science?
A bunch of theories that people came up with, and like ways you can prove that to be true or support that claim.
To support the claim? All right, you can try to maybe speak up a little louder, man, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
Do you think science should ever be a closed book?
No.
No? All right. To you, what's the difference between a belief and a knowing?
The belief is it's not something that you can inherently prove, and knowing you can use your claim, you can support your claims.
Yeah, like knowing, would you agree? Knowing is like there's two entities here talking right now? That's a knowing fact. Okay, cool. All right, here's the big question that we'll break off from this, man. So it's kind of a topic that's been gaining traction. I think the media is trying to push it down a little bit, but anyhow, what shape do you think the Earth is, man? Do you believe it's flat? Do you believe it's without form? Do you believe it's an ovoid spheroid like we've always been taught? Or do you believe it's some other type of shape?
I think it's mostly round.
Mostly like an ovoid spheroid spinning around the sun? Can I ask you why you believe that?
Well, I don't know. I never really thought about it. It's just how it's always been to me.
How you were told or whatever?
Yeah.
You know anything about like fluid dynamics?
Fluid dynamics, not much. No.
Like if I was to describe you, a water always takes the shape of its container and always levels out in our reality. Would you agree with that?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah? All right, so they tell us the Earth's covered in over 72% water. If all water always levels out, how could the Earth be an oblate spheroid like they tell us?
Gravity?
Gravity?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that is what they tell us, but they can't actually show it in a lab or nothing like that, bending and holding form, right? Would you be able to give me a practical example of a body of water conforming to the exterior shape?
Well, no, because I
No, you have to believe in a globular Earth. You have to believe water bends and holds form, right?
Right.
But no, in our reality, it doesn't do that anywhere that I've seen.
Sure.
All right. Do you think we breathe the same stuff in space?
What do you mean?
Like what we're breathing right now? Do you think up in space, when they're up in space, do you think they're breathing the same thing or no?
Like in the International Space Station?
Like when they're out doing their spacewalks and stuff, they got masks on and stuff. Do you think
Oh yeah, they have oxygen.
they have oxygen, but in their atmosphere, whatever they're in out there, do you think it's the same thing that we're in right now?
No, space is much different.
Yeah, space. They tell us space is a vacuum, which is basically the closest thing you can get to a negative pressure system.
Yep.
So again, I go in with science, and they tell us we live in a positive pressure system. Space is close to being a negative pressure system. So they're telling us our atmosphere is adjacent to the vacuum of space with no solid barrier. Could you give me a practical example of two separate pressurized environments coexisting side by side without a solid barrier?
No, I can't.
No, you can't?
No.
All right, do you know the difference between eclipses?
Oh, well, I know what an eclipse is. When the sun and the moon are.
The sun and the solar eclipse is when the moon is in front of the sun.
Yeah.
And then a lunar eclipse, can you hold your hands out like right in front of me? Like straight, both hands? All right. And they tell it's the Earth's in between, and the sun's on one side, and the moon's on the other side.
Okay.
And it's always dark on the side of the moon when there's a lunar eclipse.
Right.
So they tell us, and it's always a curved shadow on there, so they tell us it's the sun hitting the Earth, and it's a curved shadow of the Earth going around it for the lunar eclipse. That's what a lunar eclipse is.
Okay.
Would you be able to disprove that it's actually the sun blocking out the moon from there?
I don't know much about the subject, so I don't think I can prove anything.
You don't think you can prove it?
No, no.
All right. Do you know what the star Polaris is?
I've heard of it.
The North Star?
Oh, yeah.
North Star? It's right up above the North Pole. It's the only stationary star up there, basically.
Yeah.
It kind of vibrates back and forth, and every star basically goes like, not every star, but the stars all around it do perfect geocentric circles around it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess here's the big question, man, if you can prove me wrong. How would you be able to disprove everything spinning around us causing the Coriolis effect? The moon would push the tides, the sun would contract the tides. They say if you shoot a bullet west, when the sun's there, the bullet will dip down because of the Coriolis effect. I say that's based off a false axiom. If you shoot a bullet west when the moon's there, the bullet will bounce up. And then the lunar eclipse is actually the sun blocking out the moon. Would you be able to disprove it?
Not right now. No.
No, not right now?
No, I don't know anything about that.
So would you say, we went back to a belief and a knowing. So do you think it's a knowing that the Earth's a round ball, or do you believe it's a belief?
I'd say it's a knowing if you're, like, I don't know much about it because I don't study it, but there are people who dedicate their entire life to studying space, and I guess for someone like that, then yeah, they would be able to prove it.
They would be able to prove it, but to you it's a knowing, even though you've never seen it before?
Oh, seen what?
The Earth actually itself.
Well, I mean, I've never left the.
I haven't either, I'm with
so
you.
I
But you
can't-
think it's a knowing, even though,
For the vast majority of people, I'd say yeah.
yeah, you know, there are some scientists going against, they're trying to push it down, but there's scientists going against it just because of the same answers I asked about, like, because no one can ever show you water bending and holding form.
Right.
No one can tell you how an opposing pressure system can actually exist side by side without a barrier. And you know what a logical fallacy is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to give you an example of one, or
Sure.
like if we were at a tennis court right now and I threw a bunch of tennis balls on the ground,
Yeah.
would that make the tennis court a round ball?
No.
No. So just because we see circles in the sky, would that mean the Earth's a round ball?
No, but I mean, you can see the curvature if you go high enough.
How high would you say you have to go?
Like, I've been on the Burj Khalifa and
The what one?
the Burj Khalifa.
How high?
in Dubai.
Where's that? Dubai?
Yeah, in Emirates. And when you go high enough on that, you can slightly see the curvature of the Earth.
Okay. Do you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is?
Yeah, the astrophysicist.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he thinks the Earth's not a ball. He backs it up or whatever. But he actually says, have you ever heard the Red Bull high jump, Felix Baumgartner?
Yeah, it's that guy from Red Bull that did the jump from
He
space.
jumped from 127,000
Yeah.
feet. It's like 25 miles in there.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson says that's a fisheye lens. I'm assuming that's probably higher than the bridge you're at. You know who Richard Branson is?
No.
He's like, he owns, I think, I forget what, he's a billionaire or whatever. And he took people up 63 miles in there. And Neil deGrasse Tyson said it's impossible to see the curvature from that high. So basically, every person that's saying they're seeing it from a plane or whatever, they actually can't see it. Like, you can only see it from space, actually.
Alright.
So, I mean, you know they lost and destroyed the technology to get back to the moon?
When?
They haven't been back in 50 years. And you go on there and they type in and they'll say, I think his name's Don Pettit. He said, we destroyed that technology. It's a painful process to get back. And that's why they keep saying they're trying to figure out a way to go back.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Antarctic Treaty before?
No.
They made Antarctica. I'm not claiming, some people claim it ice wall, crazy crap like that. I don't make a claim what it is. I think it's kind of like a realm without form. Kind of like, oh, you said your religion or whatever. Like, kind of Bible says the same thing. God made the earth without form.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a scientific proof, but you ever seen the movie The Matrix?
Yeah.
It's kind of something like that, I think. But pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, can you disprove the stuff I'm saying?
No.
No?
I don't know
But
anything about it.
you still think it's a knowing, though?
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
I mean, that's what I've been taught all my life, so
Yeah.
it's hard to go against it.
Yeah, I understand. It's hard to go against it, man. All right, well, I appreciate your time, and all right, I'll hook you up, man. All right, thanks for the interview, dude.